to tilting of the bass inside.
It's like
Everything stares like nothing. Yeah, you got it top of the shot now.
So that's Katie then, who's everyone else?
What? Naylor.
That's Naylor. You know Naylor, don't you? Oh, you know me. Yeah,
Mr. Smooth. In the house.
Start now. Anyone got anything they want to say first?
Boo!
Son,
Is it over yet?
No, 10 minutes.
fuck it then. One of the main things. Does anyone know anyone selling any cheap decks? Right. I don't. This is a thing first, right? I don't think we should replace them decks yet, because I've got a feeling we'll have a studio raid sometime. You might as well lose them. Yeah.
Good decks.
What? Yeah, you're going to lose them. So what we want to do is get a set of cheap decks as backup. So if we've got fucking stuff to come on with. We've got to think about the big. The long one thing. I know it's nice to have a set of nice technics in there, but we can put technics in there.
There's no need for technics. We need,
but
just as long as they keep time, sort of thing, they'll do.
Even if we can just for the minute manage with what we've got, because I think we might lose them. And if we get another set, so we can come straight back with the studio. I've been collecting different bits of equipment.
We've got
so
CD players.
We've got a 5-stack CD player already. I've got we've got mixers. We can get the stereo to where I can use my own, or we can buy one out. Mark's got a couple.
Spare amp and stuff anyway.
Well, Mark's, because we've got about fucking 6 of them like that right there, flat right. So we've got everything to come back on apart from two decks. So if anyone knows of anyone with cheap decks, and I mean cheap spot, just so we can get on air again, like, and not have to borrow equipment off people, because people don't like lending their own personal decks out. And it might have to come down to that if someone says, oh well, 1 week we'll borrow one person's, the next week we'll borrow another person's deck.
Bring your decks down for each set.
When you get your technique.
Well, that's what I mean. If you're getting they're a bit better than the ones you got in the studio, like not much better, but I mean when you get to decks next month, like just have them as backup. Well, if you're interested in selling them to us, like I'll buy them and fucking I'll keep them by whatever I'll sort of If you know of any cheap set decks. Just keep your eye out for anything that we might need in the future. Like, I can get everything else near enough, but if you think if anything ever comes up cheap and it's worth it, like, if someone says I've got fucking this, tell us, like, because at the end of the day,
I was going to write it down,
but shit, you might not use it, and you might not get a studio made next week, but you might not get one for 6 months or something, but you could get one. And if we do, it's nice to fucking have stuff that we can just say, you've got everything in backup, like I've kept rigs in backup and everything like that, and it's helped us in the past that if you lose a rig, you can put a rig out straight away the next week. You don't have to worry about getting all your bullshit together. Like, I can get link transmitters and everything like that, and get all the linking stuff straight away. From different people, like fucking Dave Borrow, Steel, whatever, so we can come back on like that.
Worried about the one deck though, because sometimes you tap the start button, like you know what I mean.
Tap it, hit it.
Yeah. Well, one day it's just like you're gonna go sledgehammer and it just ain't gonna come.
The other day it was quite weird.
Friday,
when I went down Friday and switched the fucking decks on and everything, the one deck wouldn't start up. It'd start, but you had to push it to get it going. And it did it all fucking.
If you use the on and off button, so if you turn the power off and turn it on,
it'll start, but it wouldn't start up off the start button without you fucking pushing it yourself. When you pushed it yourself, it held time, like, and I watched it and it did hold time, but it just wouldn't. It didn't have to go to start on its own, like.
No, it was on the way out.
It was quite a cold day, and I assumed that when it got a bit warm and the heater had been on for a few hours, because it was about 3 o'clock in the afternoon, like when it was
just the belt 301 and like.
Well, no, the direct's on it.
It's direct,
The direct drive.
They did.
6 years old.
They've just got about fucking 80 Benson fucking underneath the platters and devil lift the platter off.
Oh, I can take that out, man. Fucking hell, things grown under it.
You know what I mean? I might
Get
get
a few joints worked out.
12 years old, but still playing well.
There's still techniques out there, man, at the end of the day, though. But it's not worth fucking sticking good decks in for the moment. Just do as you can, take the piss, try and keep your fucking head round them, and if it goes out, at the end of the day, people understand, and a lot of fucking people realise. You hear a
I got to stage, don't care if it fucks off.
Yeah.
You don't tend to listen to the mix, and they listen to the music.
You talk to, say, Kirby, she's a listener, like, you know what I mean? When she was a listener ages ago,
I think
I
of more names.
asked her once, I said to you, didn't I? I says, do you ever notice, like, fucking the mixing in there? I don't listen. They listen to the tunes, not the mixing, because after
They listen to Gaz's set.
it's only DJs. It's only DJs really who know the fucking mixing. At the end of the day, like, you know what I mean? We make a point of knowing that we use shit equipment in the studio, so it's not as though, you know, everyone's crap because we're using techniques. They're shit decks, and I reckon everyone seems to get. You do get the hang of them.
Yeah,
and
I used to have your bad days sometimes, but most
I
of the
don't.
time
That's a bang on.
I'll be honest, like, I don't hear fuck all wrong with them really. Like,
Do you what?
but you really are dodgy one, but nothing to fucking.
Yeah, you
worry
listen
about.
to because it's
Yeah, but then you hear Chris on Technics and he makes exactly the same fuck up. You know what I mean? You could have fucking gold Technics in there because it's still
Do some sturdier ones. They're
Yeah.
sturdy till you can fart to them and them fucking...
needles or banks.
Yeah, maybe
You know-
pitch button for it, you know.
But, you know, so always looking for shit like that. So as I said, if you are interested in selling yours in one time, whatever, have a chat with us when you're interested, or if you hear any others. Yeah, you know what I mean?
Tenner a day.
And
That's all it works, right?
and another thing, does anyone know any sound systems? Does anyone know anyone with a sound system they rent out like?
Yeah.
How much?
Sonic Attack, I don't know how much they'll charge, they won't charge that much, it's banging like
It's that much.
copper cake.
100.
Huh? No way, man. Do it well cheaper than that, just give him a set, mate, he'll probably do it for pretty much next to nothing.
See, because I can get generation system,
Yeah.
but it costs you about 80 quid or whatever. You know, if I can get someone to do it for less, we've got to get it as cheap as possible at the end of the day, like, you know what I mean?
Give him a set, mate, he'll do fuck.
Yeah.
What are you thinking, just put a party on, like?
Just for party?
Yeah,
for a party,
if
like,
give him a set, mate, he'll do it for next to nothing, trust me on
if
that.
we was going to do a party, like, every penny we can save means the more penny that goes into the radio and can keep it going, like, because this year is going to be do or die, really. Because I think we're going to get more hassle off the DTI and shit, we're going to start doing things, and we want to be able to try and make it pay for itself.
Yeah.
As I said, I printed up loads of leaflets like them, just to go, I'm going to do leaflet drops around all the fucking shops and everything, and all the
Well,
right
if you
places.
give loads of them to everyone, if you go to shops, just
Well, that's what I mean. And if
on
you
the
ever,
black line,
and another thing,
advertising, just drop them
trying
to
to get
shops,
advertising,
back
see?
shops.
if you ever in a chippy that's, it's got to be somewhere local that we're giving an alright signal out to. So you know what I mean. Anywhere in Hadley, Wellington, whatever. At the minute, round this area is somewhere where you could advertise. When we're doing a bit better signal, you can start doing Shrewsbury places and shit like that. But it's not worth it at the moment because they're not going to get enough shit unless it's a specialist shop that people will travel to. Like, so you know, if you're ever in like a chippy or a phone shop or anywhere like that, just mention to people, say, are you interested in advertising? I say, I'm playing a park radio station, are you interested in advertising? I reckon I could do some, you know, try and sort of sell it to them a bit. And that, because every penny we can get in from anything is a fucking bonus, because it means that we have to spend less out of like personal pockets to keep the thing going, man. And if you can pay, if it can pay for itself or pay for half of it or something, what it costs you, it makes a difference. If you've got to pay for every single thing that goes on, and you're paying out 500 quid a month because you're losing wigs like left, right, and centre, you can't carry it. We couldn't survive. I feel like it eventually it'd be like, fuck this, and everyone. And if you said to people, oh, can everyone chip a tenner in or whatever, eventually,
with the mixer.
yeah, that was a good thing to do the mixer. Everyone was pretty happy with that, and it's made a big difference. Everyone chucked a fucking tenner in. We ended up with a new mixer, so it worked out. If we do shit like that, it's alright. But if you have to do that every week or every month, you say to people, can you chip in this, can you chip in this? People are going to whinge in the end. They don't mind.
Didn't you?
People,
Didn't you?
You ain't fucking using that mixer again.
You said you paid for the mixer, that's a tenner.
actually,
It's down in the book, isn't it? It's on my tab.
Dimension tenner.
now you said that.
Kept your mouth shut there, Gaff. Yeah.
I've got a list of here who owes me what, actually.
Why you got vibrator written in the back of that book?
Fuck, I have, mate.
I don't know, vibrator like that.
Fucking
Me and my big mate. Just 4 days.
Yeah.
Well, you personally owe me that money then because I paid for it.
Well, not personally, I think.
Person put it on the
Personally, give it.
Where's my list gone? I don't say trick. So you still owe me a tenner for the mix, do you?
Yeah.
Fair play to you, nice honest answer there. Because it's me you owe that.
Does anyone else owe him a tenner?
Because it's me you owe that to, because I had to pay the balance out. What's saying? I got all the money because I kept the money separate for the mixer, and then I paid the rest off because it was on my card. I just paid the credit card bill, and then I just put all the money in the pocket that I got for the mixer. So it was outside dimension really. Like I didn't charge it and pay for it with the cash we got, which isn't very much. Well, I made 60 odd quid when I collected the rest of the rent in, and that's all we got in the kitty, which. Bit fuck all, but hopefully I've got an advert coming this Friday from a taxi company.
You could do with some new needles as well, so.
Also, he's been after that your CD for ages. What's that?
Alright.
My mate wants it so bad. I don't know why.
It's a bit old now, it does my head and all the tunes that line. We'll have to do a new one, but I got a tape recorder at the moment now.
I'll bring that tune back. You playing Saturday night?
Bang on.
I'll leave the studio on Friday night.
Alright,
Put it on TV on the book covers.
Alright.
It did take me ages to get it anyway. Didn't it, that CD?
Yeah.
Not sure.
But then I kept fucking up and I've had it sat on top of my fucking computer for ages.
Anything else?
So,
Yeah.
If
I
I'm
won't
back
change
there.
my set.
why?
Too early, too risky.
Too early, too risky.
You get busted.
So what you're saying is someone else should go in a more risky place than you?
Yeah. Take it in turns.
Take it in turns.
Not doing what?
Going at fucking early times.
What do you consider a risky spot then?
What do you think I don't fucking do with it?
Nah.
Nah.
What?
We kept Friday night what the Friday night was like.
There's
Back in the days.
people who are interested in changing their set time. Is
People who
anyone
play
else
CD
interested
should
in
go first.
Hey?
People who play CD should go first.
Gaz.
Yeah.
CD boy, any what time's he coming?
Probably mixing the CD because
Laying to him to know.
So, because I know Generation wants to change their set, and they wanted the day set of Brian Tree.
Brian Tree wanted a night set as well, so.
So that sort of like sorted itself out really.
No, we're going to want to swap them now, aren't
mm.
So your set's not too bad, you
they?
know.
It is. Look at the last one.
Yeah, but you could say anything, Mike.
Dunno, Steve.
What time would you prefer?
The thing is,
Anything
anyone.
after fucking 10.
10 o'clock Friday.
The thing is, right.
Top set that is, mate, I think, and that one.
You can't ever guarantee what they're going to do. Do you know what I mean? With getting busted, every DJ takes the risk. My advice to you all is don't bring all your best tunes with you at once. You know
We'll
what
do
I
it on CD.
and fucking.
Yeah.
What?
Do it on CD. You're going to start shouting in a bit, don't.
Argument.
No. So, do you know what I mean? It could happen any time. Like usually, there used to be a pattern to when the DTI would do stuff, yeah. But now the pattern's gone a bit on the piss, and they've sort of realised that every fucker used to switch off at certain times, and people used to do all this and that, and make sure that they wasn't doing this then. And it's all gone a bit tits up now.
What about if everyone paid, say,
Huh?
not now, but a couple of weeks' time, a tenner, and you put that one side, just in case that person gets busted, that's, all that money will go to that person to get his tunes back.
Yeah.
That's the fairest.
I'll thought about that. Whoever gets busted should be a collection for them.
Well, I did that. I don't know how. I wouldn't
Just
want.
thinking about you,
I'd be
man.
good
Do you want to get everyone to sign a card as well?
I'll tell you, I'll go through
I'll-
the window with my records.
I'll be honest with you. I'd be fucking.
The only thing I wouldn't give up is my
Save
records.
that.
They can have the studio, like.
If the DTI
I'll
could
fight them
bust
for the
anyone,
records.
I will be gutted. You know what I mean? They could bust me. I'm in there. I don't fucking.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
that's what you do, your
No,
records, isn't it?
I go in there and fucking on different sets and that. I'm on there at different times, and that shit. So they could catch me inside there. So you know.
No, I'd fight them
I
for the
don't know about
records.
getting caught, it's just records, man.
Mm.
But what you say? So would everyone be keen to say put fucking a tenner in the
Yeah, they
kitty?
say, yeah, no.
That's
they'll
right,
take
like,
after
at the
that.
end of the day, if that happens to me,
If
like,
every DJ
I'd
puts a tenner
I'm
in,
willing to do it for other people.
we just keep it by, and at the end of the day, I'll keep all the money. I don't fucking, you know what I mean? I'm not going to do a stitch on no one. And if we just keep it by, and then if anything happens, then at least some fucker's got you know, 150, 160 quid or whatever in their fucking pocket to make things better, like, you know what I mean? It takes
I get busted on Friday by the DTI and robbed the studio.
No, that's the thing is, you see,
Get 160 quid cash.
if we get, because also if we get busted as well, every DJ gets done, the DJ gets done, but I also lose my shit as well, because I lose what I paid out in studio equipment and shit like that, and transmitters and everything, so I lose out as well, which I'm not bothered like that. But if it'd make the DJ,
Well, you thought you'd mention it.
no, because that's it, basically. It's not just the person who gets busted lose out. I lose out. Whatever happens, I lose out, and I've already lost out. You see, so do you know what I mean?
Right.
We all take it. Yeah,
It's alright, it ain't record.
what?
It's alright, it ain't record.
But the
Records are more important.
They are.
Yeah.
records are more important
You can't get
to a DJ, but fucking the last bust, I lost 500 quid.
Now everyone say
no, but at the end of the day, like, it's a risk that I take, and I do it to fucking, and I expect to lose money on it, and I know that one day you might lose money. So every DJ has got to know that they could get fucking, if they want to keep doing radio, you've got to fucking take the risk. It's like if you're a drug dealer and you want to go and sell drugs or whatever, you got to, one day you might get caught. Like if you want to get the cash off it or whatever off it, you've got to take the risk. Like, so that's how it works in that way, like. But I think that's a good idea. That's, you know, if everyone was keen to do it and say whenever, we just all chip in, like, or at the time we'll say everyone fucking gives them, you know, a tenner, like. Would everyone be happy with doing stuff like that, like?
Yeah.
Because
it's better than nothing,
you know,
isn't it? You know, it's
and
at least
then
it's something, I
that's it.
suppose.
And
Isn't it?
if we all work together, man, there's fucking no stopping. It's like, it's when we all start to fall apart and not fucking. When
Yeah,
everyone,
arse.
when no one goes for it and everyone thinks, you know, fuck it, man, you know, as long as I'm alright, as long as we all fucking stick together and keep together, then we can all.
We can take on the world, can we, Spangles?
Yeah, we can.
You say it to the camera,
We
mate.
can take on the world.
Thanks.
But you know what I mean? I think that's a good idea.
Yeah.
Take it
So
on the world.
is everyone up for that?
Sign the contract, man. Make
Yeah,
sure
it's
it's
only fair, innit,
Everyone
at the
chip
end
a
of the day.
tenner in, like, so next month or whenever, like, say, everyone chips a tenner in, put it in the kitty. If anything happens, it goes straight to them. Because they get a fine as well, but at the end of the day, it makes it fucking better that you've got something.
Get some
Quick
more.
pound,
You know what I mean?
£1,000 fine.
I got a lot of red vinyls as well, like,
Yeah.
so
That's it, some of our records.
Another thing if you can do, if you've got fucking.
Straight through it.
Now, if you have got rare vinyl that you want to keep,
don't take it.
burn them onto CD if you can. I know you can't
Do
mix
it.
them.
Yeah, buy a CD mixer.
No.
Studio.
If you can't, I know you can't mix them or anything, but if you've got them on CD, at the end of the day, you can fucking, you can lose the CD, you've still got the tune. If you've got something that is really rare that you will not get hold of again, get it on fucking CD and don't mix it
You're not
in.
gonna fight
Just
tonight,
fade it
David?
in, man, and talk. If
You're
it's
not
a
going
good
to start
tune,
fighting
play
outside?
Worth
that.
doing. Yeah.
You know, that's what I think I would do if I had something that was really fucking that I didn't want to lose. Like, I'd have a CD copy and fuck it, yeah, you can't mix it, but at the end of the day, you're not going to lose it. Like, you might not lose it, but everyone takes a risk because the DTI can work at well weird times. Like, you know what I mean?
I've got loads of ideas.
More
Chris.
ideas than you.
But that's all I do. Is just fucking stick them on disc and just fade them in, fade them
Or
out.
why not mix them all together?
Because you don't
then
have
you've
to
got
mix
one
every
disc.
tune anyway.
Become a CD boy.
Yeah.
But there's another thing. Some people are whinging about people doing CDs.
Who's
right?
fucking whinging? Have you heard anyone whinging,
We have
Spangles?
never win.
Martin and cousin Gavin G. I think you have, haven't you, Colin? Have whinged
Colin
about.
has.
Yeah, have whinged about.
CD boy.
Gaz.
boy doing CDs.
Oh,
doing
yeah.
CD. Because
Fair enough. Cheating though, innit?
Yeah,
it's cheating.
Whatever.
But the thing is, right, every fucking
But
know,
then
right,
again, if you have-
I know straight away that he's doing a disc. If I'm not down there and I hear him come on, I know straight away he's doing a disc. Because suddenly, right,
It starts
thing
off with
with Gaz-
scratching.
It's, yeah.
It's fucking.
Do you know what I mean?
Perfect
He must
mixing.
just gets on the decks and then he started scratching straight away and I think, fuck me, man. You know what I mean? If you want to make it look more convincing, play a tune and then scratch in the second tune. Like, he plays on the first, scratch on the first tune and you know...
Talks at the same
But
time.
it doesn't matter,
Yeah.
it doesn't sound like...
Actually fucking scratching the record switch every time you
else has
fucking move
to
it.
put up with those
You can't
gaps.
even
I know,
transform
fucking
money,
shit.
fucking-
Why should he do CDs? He's got vinyl.
You see, this is different...
He says he hasn't got
What
time
do
to
people-
do it.
what do
He's got
people
time
think
to
about
record an hour of
CDs?
CD before he comes to
And
radio.
sit there
What do
doing
people
it.
think about doing CDs?
Ban 'em.
Honestly, I know you.
You mix with the CDs, fair enough.
To be honest,
You've
I
done
don't
it,
mind.
haven't you?
I don't mind.
Yeah, a few now and again's alright, man. Don't do every fucking day.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, no, still have the tape.
But that's it. Like, I don't mind. I'll be honest with you. I don't mind playing CDs. You see, but I don't want people to play them all the time. Now, what MI Smooth does is he plays fucking an hour live and an hour CD, which is a bit. It's better, isn't it? Do you know what I mean? Because then that. And
2 hours is too long to wait.
No, if you're doing 2 hours and shit like that, man, fucking by all means. If you want to do CDs or you've got to do a CD or something like that. If you want to play a bad set with fucking your best tunes that you wouldn't want to lose, play CDs. But don't. That's one of the things with Gaz is getting too regular with it. But if you want to do an hour of each,
We told you that fucking months ago.
I know that, but and I have told him as well. But do you know what I mean? There's people. I've got no objection to people playing CDs, apart from.
No, they've had a CD player and all that shit. I probably do it myself, but I ain't got one to do.
Well, no, well,
If you got one, you got a CD player.
Me and Cuz said yesterday that we'd buy one and then you fucking moaned. Me and Cuz were going to buy one, but you started moaning, oh, you can't do it all the
I'm
time.
buy one anyway, like.
Oh, yeah.
What are you going to buy? Proper like
CD recording. Right, only 100 quid.
Well, you have to have computers.
How much?
You've got one, haven't you?
You have to have computers.
Brand new. Brother's work.
What's that?
You have to have computers as well.
I'm not sure. No, I think you can just buy the unit. Like a normal CD player.
Why did your brother get it for you?
It wasn't
Yeah,
done.
get it through work.
Did the computer work?
So they got 10 stack ones.
Yeah, you
Told
can
get
now.
two.
Time to get 2. Oh, what? 90 quid. I'll have it for 90 quid.
I got mini disc.
This is what you play it into it.
Yeah.
You play it in, you just press go, and it takes 3 minutes to burn it.
But if you bought your own
Make sure you get you on it, Cuz. I'll give you 90 quid whenever you're ready.
I've got a catalogue.
Colin, is your player a mini thing? Colin, is your player just a personal thing or is it a unit?
personal.
It's just a person who can do everything.
Yeah, that's easy enough. Just bring it down, isn't it?
Yeah, I can do that way, I suppose.
So the general thing is that people don't mind. Because I noticed Brian Tree has sometimes started using mini.
As long as everyone's allowed to do it, it's not just Gaz doing it every week.
So, you know what I mean? If people are, I don't mind, and I don't mind you doing this, but there's got to be, there's got to be a fucking a thing with it, like that you've got. If you are going to play CD, don't do it every week, or do an hour of one and an hour and another. So if you wanted to do every week, you could do an hour on CD.
I haven't even got a copy of them.
So what do you want? So I actually CD.
Well, mate, can you CD?
I don't know, I haven't heard them for ages.
David, you can't ask me.
Oh, they're probably like fucking stack of a unit.
You like the quick one with the big?
Well, Stem paid 200 quid for it, so it's more than 10.
Nah, about a couple hundred quid or something.
I'm going to say, because they're about 200 or 300 quid.
I bought a CD when the first compact CD portable thing came out. 30 quid instead of 100 and something. My boss, because I dropped it, I took it apart, all the circuit boards and everything was Technics inside. The make was on whack on the outside, like
On wax.
case, piece of plastic and on whack, but everything inside was Technics.
And that's for your brother's work.
It's the same make as what they use to. So they got. I told you to stick a disc in, press go, and it drops 10 massive all fair, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Proper recording.
Oh, yeah, you're saying that.
So the general shit is if people want to do CDs, they can do it, but don't do it over the top. Don't do it.
I ain't fussed about them really. But when you're walking in there, it's like 5 minutes worth of tune on your back, and then he comes in with a one fucking.
How long did them ones take? 10 discs. You put a disc in, press go, and it drops 10 discs instantly.
It's not the thing about the size of tunes, isn't it? You'd be good if you lose certain tunes, you think, fucking hell, man. And that's why, you know,
Good quality, like.
if you've got these tunes, sit there and write, like you've got your write or whatever. If you've got tunes you want to keep, just sit there and make a whole CD up with single tracks of each fucking.
In the end, you get one
each
fucking
thing
disc.
with it.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
Have
Have you got discs?
Have you got a CD player?
Have you got any discs with him, like?
What's your CD?
Oh, yeah.
Play whatever you've got to play.
Into your tape to get it on.
Oh yeah.
8 to 4 minutes for the old disc.
Anyway, that's what's scratching up.
See,
So I like scratching.
Yeah.
Scratch play into what?
I don't know.
I'm ready now, ready set. I'm going to set
Isn't it the start?
CDs. I've played 60 minutes.
David,
One, two.
Let's go.
Can you play it back as well?
Should
Should
be
be gone.
No, you got to do it first.
It's gone now.
to the
You know,
shit.
No,
celebrating
just one tune
shit, at least.
every so often, innit?
Yeah,
Just to get you to play it, like. So that song, it's just like a thing like.
Oh, so the jukebox.
Yeah.
I thought it was a thing. So, no one's bothered about CDs.
Is that catalogue?
Really?
No, as long as it's not done over the top and every set. Because I mean, I must admit, on Gaz's point, he does play every single set on CD. Like,
It's the amount of said to me in school that I've given up on that. It's fair enough, like, but I mean...
but everyone else has to
I can
manage
see
it.
everyone else's point, like, definitely.
Everyone else has to do the fucking play the decks, and you know what I mean. I don't know.
You do.
So we're sorted about that then. Which is right. Yeah, rent money.
Yeah.
Some of you are wicked.
Thank you.
Cheers, mate.
People that aren't here, I won't say no names.
I say that to the
camera. It's fucking.
Neeson.
Yeah, everyone knows Leeson's useless anyway, don't they?
I understand. Basically, I have to pay the
Neeson
rent.
work, sorry, we
Yeah.
can't afford to pay it.
No, this is the thing. You see, this is what's getting me. I have to pay the rent every single fucking first Friday of the month. Yeah,
Thanks,
that we're on.
without fail.
Without fail. I can't say to him, I can't pay this month because someone hasn't paid me. He's
No,
like,
his car back.
don't fucking rent the place
His
off
car.
us then, basically. You know what I mean?
He had to
You
pay his car
can't do
back.
that, can you?
Yeah, but it's every month.
So
Yeah, it was.
I have to pay the money. So I need
I'm not fair enough on that.
I need the cash, and that weekend
buy
I
it
say I've got to have the cash. If there's any
No,
reason
no,
you
no,
can't
yeah.
for
I
fucking
can
some
buy
good
it.
reason, like
Sci-fi
there's been
night.
people that have had good reasons
Yeah.
not accepting
How much you
it.
have to pay for it,
Don't worry
back.
about it, mate.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
other people, other DJs go out in the
You got
piss
symbols back as
full
well.
war the
as
night
well.
before, clubbing and everything, right? Say I'm fucked, I haven't been to bed yet,
They don't
and
need
I ask them for the rent, and they haven't got it.
You know,
And I think, well, at the end of the day, I need this fucking
Yeah, I mean,
rent.
if somebody says
more
white
than you-
cleave up there,
Then I need you to go out in the piss and enjoy yourself. Do you know what I mean?
because it needs a lot.
And
anyway, does it?
but if you've got shit going on and that, and fucking, I don't mind and I accept that. If it's a genuine reason, I always fucking accept it and I understand the shit. You know what I mean? Like you lost your job the other day, or whatever.
You still
I
get
accept that people lose their jobs. Fucking.
No, I was quite helping my old man in the end.
Yeah, families,
so
whatever. Do you know what I mean? So I understand all that shit, and
When you're going out on the piss and spending.
I don't mind personally. I'll sort anyone out like that.
I'm paying rent money for the bank month, mate.
Eh?
Uh,
You getting me?
you know what I mean? But
Well, not to mention
Yeah.
even
No,
when
I
I'm
don't.
done.
that's it. You pay. So at the end of the day, I
He's not
understand
juicing.
fucking all shit like that.
He's not juicing, no.
What does do me head is when people I
17
know full
miles
ball
per
and they come in with fucking 24
Oh,
cans
so
of beer.
yeah.
Like,
I thought you were doing that a bit too well.
Yeah.
Can't say I haven't done that, like, but
Yeah.
I just don't get it.
So like that,
So,
I wouldn't have
that's
thought
another
that.
thing, 'cause I've got to pay the rent.
It's
Yeah.
doing
What I'll
half
have-
later and
Yeah.
If there's not a good reason for it, yeah, if someone hasn't paid the rent, they pay first week and they don't bring it the next week and there's not a fucking real good reason. If I think that, you know, whatever, I've got to say to them, well, you can't play till you pay,
Sort it,
like,
yeah.
and if you don't pay within so many weeks, I'll have to unless it's fucking,
Get the escort.
you know what I mean, there's good reasons, I know people who've got good reasons and that shit.
So what about these parties then? Yeah, you got a venue lined up, like?
I've got venues and shit, like,
Cool.
I've got a venue, but I just need price and sound systems really, like.
Minus 2,000.
No, seriously, man. They got, I think it's about 2K big, yeah?
No,
Fucking
it's
bang it
Jamie.
like, yeah, just flat.
Fucking
League
looks
race
nice.
down, Castle and all that, like.
All we need is an amp and some outspeakers, because I've got the decks mixer and like your monitors, an amp for the monitors.
We're keen
It's
as
a
well.
mixing desk.
I think they got a generator as well. The rig's about 2K.
Looks all right, but-
It's
I've got a
fucking
mixing
bang.
desk.
You sort him out and set and you do a party.
Yeah, I mean,
Well,
it's
Friday night,
If you
mate.
plug the mic into the mixer which you're playing on,
Yeah,
you
you
get the
nice,
fucking
like,
MC
got-
blabbing
you know,
loads
the
of shit through
I've
I'm
the...
seeing it tomorrow night.
I've got a mixer
Like,
desk.
I don't use it.
Wi-Fi
Give me.
space.
I've got it. I've got one. I don't use it.
Another thing,
I've got one on order as such.
I'm interested to
It's
buy a
like
system myself.
Well, when
It
someone
does
get
look
round to
nice.
nicking one.
So, if anyone knows, if anyone that's ever selling a system, I'd
We should
buy
get
it.
one together ourselves.
That's what I mean. I'm fucking keen to put my cash into buying a fucking system so we can have outdoor raves and not have to worry about hiring systems or anything else, and we can do a party when everyone, because we know the system's going to be there.
We've got all
There's
the
different things.
Keep going out the shop as well, and they have rack mate dance and all that stuff.
Generation systems shit up, but they might be
Lights,
one night.
lights, speakers.
If you want to do it, like, they might be playing out
decent pair of
music, then
speakers.
you're fucked then, aren't you? And you can't do
Generation was selling some bins,
you know.
They were selling some bins, weren't they? Generation.
I had a chat
They
with
were.
Williams and I've told him to ask around, and he's got nothing at the minute. Like,
They told him he was selling some.
All we need is like 4 decent big speakers
When
and a
was that?
fucking big amp.
all we want is a 2K amp, a fucking one of those 2K amp, one of the Generations bins, and a fucking 2 12s. Those twin 12s would be
You
fucking.
can get the cabs easy, especially from Wolves as well. You only have to buy the speakers. Cabs are easy to
Make a
get.
cab up yourself. You can
Yeah,
It's nice to buy a nice fucking. Can you get them easy enough, like?
You could get them easy enough.
Yeah, book out to make fucking boxes.
3 and 4.
in the right sizes.
Get rid of them.
So if we, cause we can get speakers, man, just get fucking 18-inch Celestium.
We used to
for
make
us.
little parties
Yeah,
together.
you can get them fairly, like, not that much.
Definitely
of
doing an outdoor
fucking
party
for one of them, innit?
this summer.
But it's an amp's the worst problem, I think.
My back garden.
You know, we could
when
do.
you're talking big PA stats now, you're getting into like crossovers and like
Yeah.
graphic, you know what I mean? It's like them big EQs, you do
Yeah.
need them because someone could turn out the bass, bang, the system's gone like and stuff like that.
I wouldn't really bother with bins though. I think they're out of date now, really. I'd go just for some bass box something, man. Just booms, then got mids and tops. You can get all those cheap from Shrewsbury now. Something which just powers out pure bass.
It's cheap.
Cheap enough.
Like,
That's just to get off my head.
You know, second hand cheap. Right?
that's what I mean. If someone, you know, or if someone knows a fucking
But
I
I want to
don't
go for 18 inch, so.
Mr. G's Disco is closing down because he can't be arsed anymore, and
Mr.
he's
G's
got
Disco.
something
Right.
that
Is that
might.
my dad?
Mr. G.
Well, I don't know. Yeah.
My dad?
Someone
Oh,
might
you're
have.
just making up time for us.
Someone might know someone who's got a lighting rig that's
Just
fucking
friends
alright.
at the phone.
At the end of the day, man, it doesn't have to be like fucking an absolute dumping system. It has to be something that is respectable. You can even build on it. If you can buy bits and you can buy a bit of a system, you can build on it. Like, you know, if anyone hears of stuff like that, I'm personally keen to do it for fucking having a system so we can go out in the fucking fields in the summer, throw it out with a Jenny at the back of the van, like, and just go raving whenever you want, like, and just advertise on the radio, oh, tomorrow night it's going to be a nice weekend, tomorrow night it's going to be this. But you see, if you have to use
There's no way around it, right?
generations, you have to hire it and everything, and they
Let's try it, young.
Somebody tell me, so
can't
there's
do
no
it
way around
'cause I couldn't bring generation on a Saturday morning and say I want your system tonight. They couldn't play
If
now.
you have like 20
Not
amps.
Can't you, right, link like the radio to fucking where you are in the field?
And your feet.
Yeah.
We'll do that, right? Get everybody to come up with their fucking car systems and turn the car systems up. Get about fucking 20 cars, all have bad systems, turn it up and it'll be a fucking bad system. You don't need a sound system. You don't need a sound system then.
You could do that. It's just then the police might come.
Why?
What they got bush for? The only thing that can be there is a few decks.
High radio because you're transmitting.
Yeah, but they ain't gonna find transmitter. Whoever's in the car fucking shoot off, man. Fuck it.
Yeah.
There'll be loads of cars, won't there?
It's a bit dodgy. You could do it, man. You just have to block the gates so when you see him coming, man, you got some fucking guy on a motorbike,
Yeah,
man.
but have we got
fucking-
permission to use a field off that lad? If
Yeah.
Gaz.
You don't need
most
permission to use
responsible
farmers'
person.
fields. You just
Nah.
need a quiet
Yeah,
farmer's
it's
field.
honestly, we do. Splat do, yeah. They got to the farm.
Somebody else giving us permission, like, has got an old barn in the field, right?
Like, and they can
Use it
do
in
a
the place
collection
to come.
bucket, give it to the landowner and that. Like, yeah, not everyone's up for it, obviously. Like,
I know a few places like where we could do a rave, like raves in fields that you probably fucking no cunt would even notice if it's
Do you ever
starting
do
off
any of
and
that
later on.
stuff?
So you want them?
There's loads of places fields up around the Wrekin like where there's no houses near because the farmers aren't that many fields. You can just fucking drive on their field, man. Fuck it, they could come and bust you and stop your party. But at the end of the day, if someone comes, man, and a farmer comes, you block the gate off with a car right down the other end of the field. You're over the one side. By the time you see someone who looks not fucking on the case, you have someone waiting by the gate or whatever. Oh yeah, fucking farmers coming quick, man. You get it all in the van. You just fucking all of you pile it all into the back of the van. What the fuck are you doing? Prove it, man. Someone's already.
That's just myself, like.
That's it. If a pub's already so, we can easily, we can guarantee we can make more money than what they're going to make normally if they want to do it. I'd do a fucking pub night. Do it from fucking 7 till 11. A few hours, you know what I mean? At the end of the day, or 6 till 11. Fuck it. You know what I mean? So things like that. If you ever know anyone with a pub or anything that's a bit fucking dead around this area, that's easy to get to, we'll do it. Anything that anyone wants us to do, if it makes us fucking 50 quid, and even if we got to put F into it, at the end of the day, if it makes you 50 quid, it's 50 quid that you haven't got at the minute, like, innit? I've got fucking loads of these
First, I say
fucking
fixed it.
advertising
Because
books.
it's
So
done
I wanna-
I'm not long.
Then overspread.
Yeah, I mean, just fucking
Alright.
one gear spring loaded and it keeps jumping off.
If I remember, like the trench shops, you know, all the TVs and shit, and the fucking anywhere like that,
There's a
man.
computer shop and everything by us. They've got the chemist there.
Right, but when you go over, when we're starting to push good signal out again, is anyone else going to go anywhere near any shops? Do you ever go anywhere? You know what we could do with advertising?
They should
Yeah, but this is just a tatty thing, man. If I was going to do it properly, I'd send a sales representative round there, wouldn't I? Do you know
Pay me 20 grand.
like fucking Telford FM do, like.
Get someone to dress up in a monkey suit.
But, you know, I think they'll do, man. They no, they'll do, man. Just throw through the door. Put through that, it just tells you what you need to know. It doesn't actually say nothing about prices or anything on there. Because I didn't want to put that. Because then they can't do fuck all.
But it's cheaper than Telford FM
That's one
anyway.
of the lowest prices.
Yeah, it should have put cheaper than Telford FM on it.
No, we can start pissing off Telford FM.
Yeah, fuck now, we busted once. What's the point? You might as well just write the money in.
No, because then they'll say they got interference and
You
shit.
see that?
Alright, bacon last night then. White bacon out with the transmitter last night.
We have to.
One or two technical problems.
What's the
But
technical
Beacon
problem?
FM just disappeared off the fucking wavelength.
For a mile radius, like there was nothing but buzzing. It was
It's
like,
just every radio station like, apart from 106.4. It's like perfectly clear like.
We find you a job to do, mate. Make sure it doesn't involve radios because you can't even turn it on in the wagon, never mind.
Alright, good.
Time to call this.
Hey!
make money basically.
Put your name down.
That makes some serious
we want to
money.
make some money there.
So, also, another thing, right, that I think is
Two fucking blags out.
But
Organised gang fights.
if you have to go to court or whatever, you can at least say, well, we weren't doing this for ourselves. We weren't just fucking making loads and loads of cash and doing fuck all and
We're doing it for the community.
not paying our licence fee. We did it, but we actually made a difference to people around us while we were doing it. So can you really be so hard on us, like, you know?
That's right.
Yes, love the fuck out.
Bang on, mate.
Right?
Well, there's
I'm
raft
not
race as
joking,
well,
that makes
comment
a
for that.
fucking big difference. Well, no, one thing I think we should do this year is the raft race.
I've got my seat.
Dimension.
There's 6 seats and now I've got my seat.
Go giving me a
I think we should
bag.
say that.
Hey, you gotta pay for kits and things, don't you?
We've paid the kit, man. Fucking put Dominic there.
So, the over 18s are going to spend it on other stuff. But see, if you do under 18s, you would That's about all, really. Anyone else got anything they want to add now they've fucking sat here a bit?
Yeah.
What did I miss?
I want to change my set.
What was?
Yeah,
We want some cheap decks, cheap as fuck decks.
I'll get
Cheap
some
sound
other
system.
techniques.
so what we're on about.
CDs. Come here, Gary.
Ah, you can
Gary.
Come and sit down, mate.
The CD's banned or something like
CDs aren't banned, right? But you've got it. What I've said, one set CD. If you do 2 hours, you can do one CD and one fucking
It's fair enough.
vinyl, right? Because it's otherwise.
I didn't
Everyone-
agree to that.
What? No, because people do more people play CDs than mini discs or can do. But you know what I mean. At the end of the day, you've got to play one set vinyl, and if you want to do a CD one day, then accept that you can do a CD one day. But don't do it on every single time. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. You had the best.
It ain't
Do you
just
play-
against you, like.
Do you
'cause
play vinyl all the time?
We started
do
off
you?
with Sten when he played.
Oh, yeah.
CD, man.
Don't take your
time.
do it personally. Like,
It's not like a can't be arsed thing. It's a fucking I don't want to sound shit, and I don't want.
yeah, but we
everyone
all
to
have to
think
sound
that
shit
we
now.
are. Yeah, I know, but I'm particularly bad on them. The RP3s.
Yeah,
You're not those. Everyone.
No, he's not. He's
Yeah,
you're
yeah,
the best.
but
You're the
some
best.
listen to
You're the
less-
best mix on them.
the other weekend when you
Yeah,
played.
that's right.
You're alright, like. But it's not personal, like, because I started with Sten.
The only other thing is
CD.
my CD mixer. I mean, I've fucking got all these things sent to me on CD, like, and it's, you know, I don't mind having dub plates now done, but
That's fair enough, like.
300 quid, do you know what I mean? It's probably alright on the Friday set, but I usually play at the sort of time on a Saturday when people have had, when the rig was took, and when Groove got busted and that, and I'm just not, wasn't keen to take the CD mixer down, do you know what I mean? Because that's my,
So on your Friday, you use your CD mixer.
yeah.
Right.
And then do the
There's
CD
one thing
mix.
that they fucking. I'm guaranteeing you, it wouldn't fucking come out after 12 because the lazy bastards wouldn't fucking be arsed with that, man. You know what I mean? That is one thing.
Put that CD mixer down your trousers, man, if I come in. Fucking just grab it.
Seriously, if they came, they busted it, I'd be out the fucking window. with vinyl.
Oh, another thing we've said that we didn't miss.
Yeah, just run through the wall,
I
like.
was going straight through the fucking window and ran up to
What
Mum's
we
house up the road.
decided to do-
Give me vinyl, like, and come back.
Is we decided to have a collection of £10 each of each DJ. It was Gav suggested it.
Yeah.
So when
Whoever gets busted, whoever records go missing, everyone chip in tenner for them.
But if we, so in the next couple of months, everyone chips in a tenner, and if someone gets busted, man, then all the DJs
they get DJs to cash in it.
Can get that because you think you might get you
fair enough,
court and everything. You know, I had to say my shit against a copper, like, and the fucking basically what happened is they believed me because I gave them this fucking real nice as ours, you know, give them fucking lick their asses, like, as long as you're not doing nothing major, like, you know what I mean? Depends what offence you're in for. In front of an old person, if you're in for drugs or stabbing someone or fighting, then it's different. But as this is something like Radio Caroline, all these fucking old people do tend to remember it, and I know a few ex-magistrates, right, who were like, I always hoped it was going to be this one bloke I know, he actually left because his son was a fucking hooligan, basically. And he left in the end because he couldn't stand, you know, because there was other people looking at him and his son was there fucking in prison, like, you know what I mean, or whatever, or on remand and that, because they fucking smashed the child up and everything, and they was getting done for all this different sort of stuff, like, and he just left. But if you'd ever gone in front of him, man, I'm guaranteed you'd have had fuck all. He'd have give you the minimum he had to give you, like, without looking fucking dodgy, basically. Because he was that sort of bloke, and I spoke to him at those times. He says, most of them up there, he says, there's a couple you've got to watch out for. He says, but the magistrates, because the magistrate's a fucking part-time thing, innit? He had a normal job, like, he just went in and just fucking did it bit by bit, like, you know, it's only your main magistrate that's going to be a fucking...
What is the minimum thing?
Well, the minimum, no, the minimum, right, the maximum thing can be 2 years in prison, and...
Is that for a person to bust?
Yeah.
But that's if you're taking the piss like 4 or 5 times in a row, like.
No, that could be a first offence if they wanted to. Maximum offence they can give you is 2 years in prison, right? But there is no fucker. There is no fucker I have ever known that has had a prison sentence off that. Yeah, sometimes you can get hit quite.
Down fucking Essex, they picked the DTI up and they nicked the car.
No, they didn't do that. Right? There was basically your maximum thing. You could get a fucking bit of community service. I've seen people come out with fucking. You read on the RA website the press releases. In London, they tend to get hit more because it's a bigger thing over there. Like, you know, there's too many people doing it, and they've probably had a lot of shit before. And the DTI have a good case against them, but because we are not exactly a major fucking. The DTI don't pay much attention to us. They haven't got a massive.
It's on your record.
But this is the thing. Like when we went up and they took our rig and we went up in the casters, didn't they? They're trying to take your records, man, lick their arses, don't ever go. If you give them shit, right, they're going to
take them away with a cocktail. You on the arse cup, they'll do to the max. You just, like, play the fucking...
Even if they take it, right, if you show no resistance at all, and you do it, yeah?
I'm not paying for 100 quid for a window.
If you really think you can get away, right?
I'm going for the
get away. If you think you can get away, just fucking get away.
Thing is, because by the time you've landed and picked up, they've got line through the door.
If they're knocking the door, pull the blind up, fucking smash the window and just run through it.
Another sort of get rid of the link transmitter before they come in. Do you know what I mean? If you know,
I could have been a nice
sort of thing that's going to get you fucking recognised.
Right. My argument with this is one person has said to you they think it's boring and they don't listen anymore, right?
Nah, because I'm saying it myself. Like,
why don't you listen then? What do you listen to?
No, I'm.
Then you said Beacon's funnier, right? But the thing is, my point.
This is our station. It turns out they listened on Sunday as well. I was talking to them, chatting to them like, this is before your station really well. I'm not on podcasts. Every DJ that came off, like, had a different style.
You just speak to them through the radio.
You got people dicking about all the time, they might lose, because they said we were really impressed with how it ran, like how it went from one set to another radio station. They liked the way.
And that's what it is.
But that's not my personal view, right?
Yeah, but what they said was...
Well, pirate is... I think pirate is, man, is playing music. And it's playing music.
Right, click on that. He says you're fucking Stanton Warrior.
Oh no, he's Scratchmaster Mode. But he's most fucking obnoxious twat mode. But he's so many get to know him mode.
Stanton Warrior.
Order.
Sorry. What have we got order for? I just said to Wolf, man, are you going to sit down here now?
I'll sit there.
No, you wouldn't sit back. You know what I mean? Oh shit. Just have a laugh. I don't know. You turn up one person who says, you can't.
That's my personal
I
view.
must say, like, I'm not very happy with the top. I'm not very happy with the top. So you should have the conversation.
That's my personal view from what it used to be. That's like I don't know if it's just
It just turns off when it turns off.
Do that. I'll give you some.
so boring. That's what I'm saying. I ain't saying, yeah, I'm not criticising people. I'm saying, yeah, I'm not boring. That's why I brought some up. That's why I raise the subjects. I don't know. I'm just saying, me personally, listen to it, it's fucking boring.
Well,
that's why I brought it up, because I get ideas.
What are we particularly talking about being boring?
It's just music, shout out.
Yeah, but to be fair, we have all been listening to it for years, and we get.
It's norm to us.
That's what I mean. It's not
I don't know if it's that. I'm just saying, my own personal view, listen to it, it's fucking boring.
Unless it makes us laugh.
Truthfully, like.
What about? I don't know if I was listening, I might be different because I ain't there every day.
I think because some of the music we play is not played anywhere else, people do like you to take it seriously.
And remember, you're going to see anyone else's set and stuff you don't want to listen to, or not what you want to listen to.
I'll listen to my own sets and things.
Yeah, I mean, when you do, you tune in when you want to tune in.